Nah, tomorrow I gotta go. Don't worry. Hey, hey, share the YouTube link of the Sports Nation shit if you got it right. Oh, you probably on your phone though. Hold on, hold on. I make it do it. Oh yeah. Okay. Now how do you share? Okay. Now how do you share? How do you share the fucking YouTube lives? Oh, this way I can hear it too though. Oh, boom. Here we go. Copy link. I got it. Okay, now let me set up. Y'all get these numbers up, man. Tune in. Y'all get these numbers up, man. Tune in. Yeah, but fuck that. That's why I'm saving it. Yeah, but fuck that. That's why I'm saving it. Yeah, but fuck that. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, well, I said that why I'm glad Uncle here. Yeah, I put him on game. It's not either one, but I don't know because Rod on his phone. You got to go to settings and like hit hold on. You go to chat settings. Hold on, but they didn't update it. Oh, party settings. Allow your voice to be shared. And then hit always allow. Then you can change it back whenever. What? Oh, hold on. Let me go to it. Hold on, I'm listening for it. Rod, do a
Uh,
mic check. Uncle, do a
yeah,
mic check.
like that.
All
Mic
right.
check.
Let's see.
I think I did it right.
Hold on, we finna see in a second. Hold on.
Um,
Okay, yeah, y'all could be heard. All right,
yeah,
bet. All right, bet. We got 3 viewers. I don't know who it is. They in the comments. Let me look at these comments. Let me pull these comments up. We getting everything right. Don't worry. It's finna go live. Getting everything right. Setting up. See the view comments. Yeah, we live. Nah, I ain't got the 5, Bo. Oh, Bo in the comments. Oh yeah, Bo. Oh yeah. I wanna. Yeah, I'll worry about that shit later. Okay, let me get right though. Mm.
Fuck.
So what we gonna do? This how we gonna do this. This how we gonna do it. Let's get a little background music. Let's get a little background music going.
Now, one thing too, where motherfuckers gonna come back to rewatch this. You don't want this motherfucker 2 hours long. Niggas like, what the fuck?
Yeah, true, 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 true. You right, you right,
Yeah. So you might want to go ahead and get it started because
you
some
right, you
motherfuckers
right,
from
you
here
right,
fast forward and shit.
you right, you right. Let me turn it down. I know I gotta turn it down. Hey, Bo, let me know if the music too loud while we talk. I want it to be heard, but not too loud. What this sound like, Rod? Can you hear it? It ain't too loud.
Yeah, that's good. You probably turn up a little bit more.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
You don't want
so
to talk over. Yeah, you good, yep.
today is brought to you by Webb's Corner. What we gonna discuss today, fellas, is um, well, what I want to discuss. I honestly don't care. I ain't gonna say don't care, but this is my opinion. Um, People are allowed to voice their opinions on how they want to, what they think or what they don't think. But this is my opinion, and just so that it's not biased, or it's nobody has no ill will or no, I have no motive to this. What I like to do, I want to put report cards on everybody. This is regarding 2K, everybody's history, what everybody's known for or not known for, or a lack of there or lack thereof. So I'm gonna go down the list and y'all help me because I'm gonna look at the list and I'm gonna go down everybody. Disclaimer: we all know we have faults. Nobody's perfect. Some are better than others. It's nothing to take personal. That's the context of what I'm doing right now. I'm going live and I'm going to do everybody that I see fit. So just to jump right into it, I'm just gonna pick somebody real quick just to get y'all this how we gonna do it. I'm gonna go with let's start light. Nah, yeah, let's start light. We gonna start light. Let's go with Ricky Mack. My report card on him. Um, Rick, you've been not good for a long time. I think it's uh if I had to say you're not confident in your skill set, um I think your mind gets rattled when you actually have the ball and when it's time to make a decision. Therefore, you don't get the shots, you don't get the looks, you don't get the PT. I know you say that it's a favorite thing, like it's a cliquish thing, but no. That like people have proven that is not it. But if you're not good, nobody's gonna pick you, Rick. Now, I will say you have gotten better throughout the years. I don't think you're as bad as what your reputation has carried, but you've earned your reputation nevertheless. You have proven more times than not that it's tough to trust you in big games, heated games, or even just recreational play. It's hard to trust you, Rick. So this is why you don't get PT. This is why you don't get picked. If I had to grade you, I would give you at this very moment a D. Pause. But you get a D. D plus. D plus. All right, that's Rick grade. But that's how we gonna do this. Y'all see what we doing. All right. Let's go to the next person. Let's go with well, let's get nice.
Hey,
Let's
hey,
go
well,
with
hey,
yo.
well, I want to chime in with the whole
Okay,
Rick
go
thing.
ahead.
I want to chime in with the whole Rick thing.
Go ahead.
I feel like Rick is a
Who is
bum.
this talking? Just in case people don't know, who is
Oh,
this?
it's Rod the Goat. For
Okay.
one.
All right.
All right. So what the whole Rick thing is, Rick is a bum. Okay, but in the right system, Rick can be a decent player in the
Mm-hmm.
right system. When you got leaders that can actually tell him what to do, and you know what I'm saying, kind of coach him up, Rick not a bad player. So I want to chime in on that.
Okay. So if you had to grade him, what would you give him?
A D, but in the right system, I'll give him a C plus.
No, but fuck that. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Right now, if you had to grade them, gun to your head, what are you giving them?
A D.
Okay. Uncle, do you want to say anything before we move on?
Rick,
Yeah,
he's
we
gotten
talking about
better,
Rick.
but he's gotten better. It's just he lose control of what he doing sometimes and try to do his own thing.
Yeah.
I give him about a D plus.
Okay. Let's move on. We gonna throw spices in here, just so it ain't, you know what I mean? We gonna throw spices. Right now, because the first name that came up, let's go with Legoat Harris. Germ, ICU. Um, what my report card say, the text on this report card would say Germ is, let's go with the plus first. His IQ is bar none. He knows the game of basketball, and it shows on the court. It shows with drawing things up. He primarily runs point guard, and you can see. And honestly, like if I had to parallel him with somebody, I would say Chris Paul. Um, because the IQ is off the charts. His way to manipulate and control a team and kind of smooth, calm things down is you know what I'm saying. He rights the ship. He keeps everybody comfortable. But the downside to this report card, Legoat Harris, Jeremy, ICU. If it was up to me, and in my opinion, although you have all the ability to have killer and takeover mode, you very rarely use it. Like one game, I can get 18, 9 assists and shit, but the next game it can fuck around and be 6 and 5. So it's so up and down, it's so hot and cold. And at the point guard position, especially on 2K, if anybody's listening, we all know it's point guard driven. That you need more consistency at that position. And that's where if I had to pick with anything, that would be it. Um, you have abilities to take over, but you don't for whatever reason, and it's always up and down and more time. And then not only that, although you can give me 18, that's about all I can usually like. You're not the 30 point, 40 point guy. On top of the hot and cold shit though. But you never go above and beyond. Like, okay, this is a problem right here. I ain't saying not to say you never had those games, but if just to be consistent and to really break into that, you don't have those games. If I had to grade you, I would say I would give you a B. I would say a B. Rod, Uncle,
Yeah, yeah, I got it. Um, Germ, he a game manager. You know what I'm saying? IQ
perfect
up top,
word.
man. He game manager. He gonna slow the pace down. He see the court. He understands the offense and defensive part, but more the offense of what they're doing and what they're trying to do. And he has slowed the game completely down. You know, if I had to grade Germ, I'll give him a B plus. But he's not an elite scorer though. He's a game manager. He's not elite scorer. He's not gonna give you that. take a mode where he does every bucket, which I think he can if he wanted to. But for some reason, he always try to get everybody involved and, you know what I'm saying, calling little plays here and there, what he see. But I think for like some games, Jerm could take over, or he needs to take over and be that elite four and drop 30-some points and not care about what everybody else doing. He's like, fuck it. I know I can outscore this guy. I can beat him on the dribble. That's what I'm going to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And your final grade, you said what? A B plus?
B plus.
Okay, Uncle, you
So,
got any opinion?
y'all really took everything, but I mean his leadership. Cause I've been on teams with him. His leadership and like IQ, that's like above everybody else's. So
Right.
I gotta give him a B plus just off that. Cause when we had our tournaments, he led a team to a ring.
Right.
So his
Okay.
leadership.
Okay, cool. So Rod got B plus, Uncle got B plus, I say B. So we can average it out to B because it's my show. All right. So let's go with the next person. Matter of fact, let's go with somebody, Uncle. Let's go with Uncle. Although your career with us it's been enough to grade. As of recent years, you kind of just sprinkled yourself. I actually like Uncle because I think Uncle has a very high IQ that like goes unnoticed. Because it's more in a role player sense, but just because you're a role player don't mean you can't have the IQ of a superstar. I think his IQ, I think you're a very good teammate. You ain't gonna do too much to come out of your character or position. You really don't complain a lot, don't bitch a lot. You just do what needs to be done. You don't really make bad plays. Or Uncle, I don't want to talk to you like you, right? Uncle doesn't make bad plays. He doesn't make over the top plays, but he never makes bad plays. What me personally, what I especially like and what I've noticed that I favored was your defensive IQ. I don't have to tell you to come help me. I don't have to tell you to, hey, look, I'm finna do this, so watch my man, cause your IQ is always been there. Oh damn, my teammate in trouble. Let me go help. If I had to say a negative, it's really no negative, to be honest. I guess maybe you just don't hoop enough. We want to take that as a negative. And that's really it. You're really just like a solid player. And if I had to grade it, I would give you a B minus. B minus. I'm going with B minus. Rod, do you have anything to say?
It's hard to talk. It's hard to tell because Uncle don't have a large sample because he comes around, every so often he comes play. But I believe he a good 3 or 4, like he a wing player. 3 or 4 he can play. You know what I'm saying? He hella play good in the corner. Like I wouldn't mind having Uncle on my team playing in the corner, playing the 3 or 4, shooting corner threes, playing defense. He's not an elite scorer, but he does his job. I can say that. He does his job. You know what I'm saying? It's not a large sample of him because he don't come around that much. But if I had to grade him when he's on the court, when he's playing, I'll give him a B. He's not a bad player at all.
Okay. Uncle, you want to say anything? I know it's kind of hard to talk about yourself.
Y'all got it. I mean, like I said, I haven't played in 2 years, or 2Ks, so.
Okay.
Y'all got it.
Let's go. Let's add another spice in here. All right. Let's go with Deezy. Easy money. And it's a prime example, and Rick, whenever you hear this, of somebody who can come from the bottom to not getting picked, to getting looked at as trash, but through work and really putting your head down and becoming something that you become part of the whole thing, because he came from this. Not too many people remember, but I remember personally because it was a time when nobody would fuck with Deezy, but I felt like Deezy was a good teammate, so I always picked him even though he was trash. He never complained, he just did. But he gradually worked his way up and became, he's on the cusp of superstardom. but he definitely maintained the all-star level type of play. If I had to go with positives, he definitely has the shooting. He masters shooting, and then he went from shooting to okay, now let me dribble and get my own shot. Now, although some may say he needs a pick, but that shit is not, the thing is, it's not easy to read when to shoot off a pick. That's art. That's talent. Knowing the windows of when you're open and taking a pick. Anybody can take a pick. But if you don't know when to shoot, then that pick is null and void. We want to welcome Rick to the show. Hey, Rick, if you want to be heard, make sure your settings are straight. I don't know what you got to do. I ain't got time to explain to you. But back to Deezy. The art of pick and roll, it ain't just as easy as what people think. That's a talent too. That's his plus. Deadly shooter. He's been arguably top shooter. If not one. If not one, hold on, Rick. This is my show. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna let you address that. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get done with these. I'll let you address what you want to address. I can't because I'm scared to take the stream. Because for me to read the comments, I got to take the stream up and shit. But to Deezy, what was I saying? Oh yeah, he's a deadly shooter. He's always been, if not the best, at least top 3. Always. He add dribbling and getting himself open, and knowing when to shoot. Now the negatives. If I'm being honest, for me personally, what stands out for me, Deezy, you pick and choose who you want to be a good teammate to. That's first and foremost. And I don't think you understand how that could fuck up the chemistry of the team. Example. You'll be a good teammate to me and Rob because, I guess for what in germ, we earn your respect. But if it's some, you tend to lean on them or bully them different. And I don't like that. I get it, but I think you go overboard and you're extreme. I think another negative I could say is, although you have been consistent enough to be considered in this realm, you're not consistent enough to have the superstardom. So it goes back to the germ, like you're a little more consistent than germ, but then it's like you're competing with yourself at that moment. So when I pick you, Deezy, I'm expecting goddamn, yeah, Deezy finna come out here and give me 25. I know. But you done had so many games where it's not, you can fall off sometimes. And that comes with being a shooter, but to the quality or to the standard that I'm holding you to, it shouldn't be, you should know what you're getting. And I think, but I don't. More times than not, I know, but it's not, you can't just bank it. You can't just put it in the bank. This is what he coming with. You can count that. But if I had to grade you, I would give you a B+. Rod, do you have anything to say? Okay, Rod is not with us. Rick, do you have anything to say about Deezy?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Okay. Oh no, stop. Hold on, Rick, relax. You're too hype, bro. Rod came back. Rod came back.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, chill, Rick. Hold on. You go next. Man, Deezy one of the guys, man, they came from the bottom, came from nowhere and rose to the top, to even be in the Sports Nation top 5 when we run against other teams. He was known as a knockdown shooter, and he started getting a little playmaking in, if I had to rate Deezy, being a teammate and everything, I'd give him a A-. The only knock I really feel about Deezy is he get too engaged in the one-on-one battles trying to score.
Okay.
You came in with a clear head and it's more like, I'm just about to play my game and whatever comes.
Yeah.
But I think in the back of his head when he argued people like, I'm going to drop 30, 40 points on you, and he come out and that's what he's trying to do. He forced stuff.
Yeah.
He said, like with 2K. Just take what they give you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it may not be the 3-pointer. Sometimes you might have to drive and take a 2 or drive and take a layup. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need to stay composed and stay within the game plan. You know what I'm saying? The points don't come. Or even if the
Right.
points don't come, if you want to drop 17, then so be it. But don't
Right.
get engaged with people. You know what I'm saying? Like an instance like a money engaging him. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Play your game and you be straight.
Okay. And if you had to grade him, you said you'd give him a what?
A minus.
A minus. Okay. B plus A minus. Okay, Rick. Bring your happy ass on. Now, don't discuss what you had a problem with just yet. Don't. Do you have an opinion on DZ? Okay. Okay. But when he did play, no, that's not true though, Rick. You looking at it different. Yeah. No, but whenever Uncle has been here, he's been getting picked. But let me give you a little rebuttal of what I would say. Although Germ his responsibility is so much bigger, I get what you're saying. But within Uncle's role and what I've seen, his
Hey,
IQ on the
Web,
floor,
Web,
huh?
Web. One thing, they cannot hear Rick.
Well, Rick got to fix
Rick
his
Jackson
settings.
not Rick. You got to.
Yeah. Uh, all right, just note it. We can come back to it. Okay, Uncle. Do you have anything on who was we talking about? DZ.
DZ,
Yeah.
elite shooter. He's an elite 3-and-D player. I'll put it like that.
Okay.
Good teammate. Shows up in the comp games. But like Rod said, sometimes the one-on-one matchups, like if it's shit talking going on before the game, he'll make sure he goes at him, and it could be a couple wasted possessions off that.
Okay. And if you had to grade him, what would you give him?
I got B plus for the same thing that Rick was saying.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't elevate teammates. He's a good scorer.
So, and what did you give Germ though?
I gave Germ a B plus.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So I want to take the time out right now. I don't know if it's gonna stop the stream. If it stops the stream, don't. It does. I just want to read these comments because these shits is blowing up, and so I want to see what people are saying. I want to respond to people, see what they saying. Let's see. We can't hear Rick. Text Rick. Okay. Just over. Yeah. What this uncle don't even play. Fuck you, Rick. If German B and I'm a D, money, Bo, y'all already know y'all. When y'all got Uncle talking. Okay. Okay. So all right. Let me get back to it. So basically, nothing too much was said. Just talking shit, kinda. Let's go to the next person. Who we want to go with? Okay. Since they took the time, excuse me, they took the time to tune in. Let's talk about Bo. This is an interesting one, and this is a spicy one, but I'm gonna be 100. If Bo, the plus, Bo is a great teammate, positive guy in the locker room. And he kind of falls under the uncle. He's not gonna make too many bad plays. He gonna play within his role. He ain't gonna mind not doing whatever it takes to help the team win, even if it's not anything over the top or anything that shows up on stat sheets. Solid. Just gonna do whatever. Good teammate to have, good person to have on your side. I definitely wouldn't mind Bo being on my team any day. And that's the plus of Bo. Bo is solid. The negatives, and what I have a problem with, is Bo talks higher than what he is, or what he not even what he is, than what he proves. Bo likes to say he's this. Bo likes to talk like a superstar, but you play like a all-star reserve, and that's my issue. You set your own standard for your own self, so. And I've told you this, Bo. If you feel like this and you talking like this, then why don't you go do it? It's always some excuse though. It's always, well, I'm just a team player, Bo. What does that? But you talking like you can really make a difference, and if you can really make a difference, that in essentially is being a team player. So my only issue with Bo and my only downfall is when given opportunity for you to prove exactly what you set for yourself, you very rarely do, and that's a problem with me. But if I had to grade you, I would give you I would give you a C plus. I would give you a C plus. Um, Now we have Rod. Disclaimer, Rod. I want you to be truthful, not spiteful. I know you, but I gotta say that for the viewers out there, because I know what they're gonna be thinking.
I got you. No, man. Bo a solid player. You know what I'm saying? Personally, to me, I feel like he more of a 2/3 type player. You know, I know he came in center role last year. I believe he more of like a 2 or 3 size player, more of a guard. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but he's a straight player. Like, you know what I'm saying? He good at shooting threes. You know what I'm saying? Good getting buckets. He a good teammate. He fun to have around. He'd make a couple little jokes in the, you know what I'm saying, how you laughing while you hooping. You know what I'm saying? Downfall, he's not a elite player. He's not. You know what I'm saying? It's been proven time after time in 2Ks, he's not elite yet. You know
But
what I'm saying? He
okay,
want to be.
one would say not being, because it ain't too many elite players. Period. So why is that looked at as a negative?
Because he talks like it. I mean, he in the
Okay,
chat, he goaded,
alluding to
and
what I was saying. Okay,
yeah, right. Yeah, he goaded, he this and he that, and he haven't proved it or win. You know, he had one good 2K. I try to explain to him, he had one good 2K where he was the man before everybody else played. But other than that, his numbers don't show it. You know, we take stats and everything and pictures, and it don't show it enough to where he putting these numbers up where he can carry a team.
right.
So with that being said, I'll have to give him a C plus because we haven't seen enough of it. He has splashes here and there where he have good game, but on a consistent basis, you know, he's a C plus.
C plus.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle, do you have anything to add? I know it'd be hard coming because do cover everything, but
I mean, for me, he's inconsistent to me. Like, there'll be some games where he'll be 15, 17, like in the double digits, and there'll be some games where he'll have 2 points.
right.
And
So it's the consistency for you.
it's a consistency, yeah. But like
Okay.
y'all said, he's a good teammate, good player, just inconsistent sometimes.
Okay.
I give him a C plus too.
Okay. So okay, we all agreed on that one. Okay, cool. So Bo, there it is. C plus. Okay. Let's bring it down a notch. Let's go to Ghost. Big Dub. Dub 32. Um, if I had to go with the plus, really, honestly, and if I'm being honest, the only plus I can get, you're a great teammate. I think your IQ is high. Like, you know basketball. Um, Good teammate, and you know basketball. That's the only real plus I can give you, to be honest. The negative is your IQ doesn't translate to your talent or to the shit on the court, and that's a negative. Um, you often are invisible. You often are like, damn, I ain't even know Ghost was playing. You often are, who the fuck is this that got the, oh, that's Ghost. You really make no difference either way. And I think that's bad. But you have these builds or you make positions that should make a difference. Like you'll make a point guard. Well, you primarily are a point guard. But for a point guard not to make no difference, I think that's bad. I've told you this. So, and based off that alone, I would have to give you a C minus. and you damn near teetering on a D plus. But I like that you're a good teammate. You do listen, and you have IQ. So I would give you a C minus. Rod. No, matter of fact, not Rod. Maybe no, because Uncle, are you familiar with Ghost? Was Ghost around?
Yeah, I can't give him a grade.
Okay, let's go with Rod then.
Um, Ghost are actually a good pro-am player when he's not do a lot. When he's actually kind of sit in the corner and just shoot his shots when open and play defense, he can get the job done. It's kind of hard to knock him because he don't have a lot of experience in pro-am. You know, he's more of a part player. So it's always kind of hard to like knock him a little bit because he's not really a pro-am player. He said he is, but it's still new to him. So he don't have like a keep down of how things are ran. But if I had to like grade him, I'd give him a C plus off of strength of, and I can shots down, saying when open in the corner. But as far as him being taking over a game, you would never see it.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let me take this time out to see how far are we in. Let's see how far are we in. What's the minutes? Oh, it's only been 30 minutes. That ain't too bad. Okay, cool. Next person. Okay, let's spice it back up. Let's bring it back up. Let's go with Pride. Okay, Pride. Let's go with the plus, of course. The plus of Pride is, of course, good teammate. I know that gets redundant, but I favor that. I like that's like damn near the number one thing to me. Kind of plays within your role. Doesn't try to do too much. Whatever you are asked of or he is asked of, he's willing to do. He doesn't complain about this, doesn't complain about that. It's just whatever to help the team. And he's down to do it. Definitely a positive person, positive guy in the locker room. And definitely we have to add in that 1 year when you had the lockdown, you threw yourself into elitism. But if I had to go with the negative, I would say outside of the lockdown, it's more of the Ghost thing. It's more like, damn, Pride out here. Not to that extent, cause you do make a difference here and there and shit. But for the most part, it's like, damn, like it ain't nothing that you can just really pinpoint to say like, okay, Pride does it special. The lockdown shit, but like that was like, I felt like, and I'm not saying everybody can play lockdown to the extent that you did, but that year in that 2K, like you damn near could have put anybody on lockdown, they would have been effective. Maybe not to the extent but they would have been effective. And then even within that, people found ways around that to where you couldn't make a difference because people found a way around it, and you locked down a defense driven. Now, although you was a shooter, you did turn him into a shooter. I give you that. And people couldn't leave you, and you could shoot. But it was ways around to escape your special ability. And furthermore, outside of that, every player outside of that, it's just been like, nothing has ever stood out outside of the lockdown. And so that would be my knock on you. I think if you don't lack confidence, you don't show it. You don't, like, it's never like, I never feel like, okay, let me put an imprint on the game. I'm going to force my fingerprints on this game. It's kind of just, if the ball come to me, or So that would be my knock on you. If I had to grade you, I would give you, I would say a C plus. C plus. C plus, but I think my heart is saying B minus. I think I'm saying C plus because I expect so much more from you. But if I'm going with my heart, I would say B minus. Go ahead, Rod.
Yeah, probably one of them players, man. He wasn't on 3-and-D players, man. He's solid in his role he play. I think he's kind of almost like a third option on the team. You know what I'm saying? He like a kind of a go-to, like a third option on the team.
Uh
You don't
huh.
expect a lot of him, but he gonna play hella defense though. He gonna play the job of defense and kind of play the corner. You know, when he had that lockdown, man, he was a problem. But people found ways around him. They took the best point guard, set him in a corner, and made Price sit in the corner. You know what I'm saying? And took him out the game and let everybody else run it. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of got non-effective. A few years ago, he had a guard that was kind of nice too. So I remember him playing with that guard. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of decent enough on that. It turned down, moved down a little bit.
Okay.
So he had a guard that was kind of nice too, though. But Pride, another one of them players where he not gonna do too much or he not gonna do too little. He's kind of like in the middle. He gonna do his job. He can knock his shots down. You know what I'm saying? You call it a day, but he a hell of a teammate, man. You know you can't go wrong. You have Pride on the team though. So if I had to rate him, man, I'd give Pride a B minus.
Okay. Uncle, are you familiar with Pride?
I'm familiar with Prize Lockdown from that 2K.
Okay. Yeah, okay. How
And
you feel
if I'm
about
basing
that?
if I'm basing it off that 2K, I'm giving a B, maybe a B plus, because when I've seen, he changed the whole game
Yeah.
with his defense.
Yeah.
He'll let's just say Germ's the opposite point guard. He'll make the team have a secondary ball handler to bring it up because his defense is just
Right.
he's all over you.
Yeah.
And then in that 2K, his shot was pretty consistent. So
Yeah.
like you knew what you was gonna get from Pryor. You knew you was gonna get solid defense. You know you're gonna get about 3 to 4 3-pointers made from him.
Yeah.
He's just a solid player. That's why I said B plus.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, we all kind of agree you're in the B grade area. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's go on to Raul RJ. Another prime example of somebody who came up through the ranks, and it's not about favoritism, and it's just about kind of what you do and what you show when given opportunity. Because Raul came from the bottom too, just like kind of DZ's story. Like he was just kind of just there, just a body. If we need 10, he the 10th person. All right, fuck it, come on, Raul, play. All right. But he definitely became one of, and if not the best corner operator in our community. Especially these last two 2Ks, he became a problem out of that corner, and it wasn't just. And although he made slashing bills, you had to. He could shoot, but he could also take your ass off the dribble. Good teammate. Definitely you can, like, he's had a lot of games and he has more than enough games to say that he is out there. He makes a difference. I watched him countless times score 20 out the corner. And that's not easy to do. It's not too many people that can operate in such that small space in that corner and provide consistent and efficient numbers. He does that. Negative, I think he lacks the mental strength. It's easy to get him out of his shit. Easy for him to get down on himself. Just feel like, oh well, all right, whatever. And honestly, that's really the only negative that I can think of. And if I had to grade Raul RJ, I would give him a B minus, maybe B. I think I'll go with B. What did I give Germ? Do we remember? I don't think you're above Germ, but for your role, I'll say B. Regardless, I'll say B. I'll give you B. Uncle, I want to go to Uncle. Let's switch it up. Uncle, are you familiar with Raul?
Maybe not recent, but like what I've seen from him is solid role player. The corner stuff, I seen like a glimpse of it. I haven't really seen like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a solid player.
Okay.
You want him on your team. Necessarily at the wing, I'd take him on the wing, but at the center, probably not.
Right. Yeah. True. True. Fair
But
point.
I mean,
Valid point.
overall, he does like you said with a bunch of people. He doesn't really hurt you. It's just that sometimes in the clutch moments, he get rattled.
Right.
And I give him a C plus, B minus.
Okay. Gun in your head, you got to choose one.
Probably C plus.
Okay. Now, Rod, I don't know. We can't hear you if you're talking.
I'm here.
Okay. We talking about RJ, Raul.
Yeah, man, Smooth, man. He a hell of a teammate, man. He came from the bottom. You know, so one of them guys that wasn't getting picked up too much. You know, and he worked his way up. You know, he one of them guys you wouldn't have on your team. He in the corner or he up top, checking your playing off ball a lot. You know, he causing problems. And in the last two 2Ks, he made a name for himself. And motherfuckers gotta respect that. I know I'm not going off past years, 5 years ago. I can look into it. He was a bump. And
Right.
I say it. You know what I'm saying? But these last two 2Ks, with him making them corner bills and him playing off ball a lot, he's been a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think enough people give him his respect. You know what I'm saying? He's been balling lately. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people think of old Smooth and like, oh man, no, but he been balling, man, out that corner, man. And if Smooth to stay locked in and stay confident and believe in himself and be like, I'm the best motherfucker out here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He gonna be a problem. You know? So with that being said, I'm gonna get Smooth, you know, a B minus, you know, stand for what he do.
Right.
And I will go higher than that if he can stay up on his confidence and let motherfuckers know, like, every time I come out here, I'm a dog, I'm a problem. To be confident in himself.
Right. Okay, cool. So we kind of on the same wavelength at that. It was somewhere else I wanted to go with Raul. I'm missing a name though. Oh, I know who. Let's go with Nappy Ivo. Honestly, Nap, bro, it's hard to find a plus for you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You have damn like this. Let me try to pull a plus. I think your intent is good. Like you mean well. But that's about as far as it goes. The negatives, you're unsure of yourself, you're unconfident, you don't know when to shoot, when not to. And I think you don't understand how that translates into how, although you mean well and like you're trying to be a good teammate and shit, but it comes a point like, yo, when not only are you not doing shit, but you fucking up, it's hard to take your advice. Like, it's like, bro, like don't give it, bro, just, like, do what you need to do. Stop telling everybody else what they need to do. Do what you need to do first. And then start giving feedback in what we need to do. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm saying the psychological, that's how people be thinking, and that's why it gets rubbed off the wrong way. Because it's like, yo, like, you not even doing what you need to do. In the least, though. And then you fucking up, though. You'll be open, won't shoot, but then you covered, then you shoot. Because, and I think it fucks with your mind because you don't know how to forget. So we could have a play where you was open, we like, Nap, you got to shoot those, baby. You get the ball, shoot. The very next play, we could pass you that same pass, but the guy is on you. But because we told you to shoot the last play, you'll shoot that motherfucker. And then we'll be like, yo, Nap, what the fuck are you doing? Well, y'all told me to shoot. No, that don't mean that. And I think that's your problem. And if I had to grade you, yo, it's a D minus, bro. It's a D minus. So Rod, let's go with Rod.
Okay. One thing about Nap, man, I feel like he kind of played out of position. I believe he's a 4. I think he's a corner player. He played 4, where I need him to play good defense and rebound. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, knock that shot down from the corner when they playing off you. That's what I would need for Nap. I know he want to make these guards and to me personally, he out of position. Yeah, 1-2K where he made this like a small forward build, power forward build when he actually was good. But man, as far as him, Nappy Ivo, no, you're not Ivo. You're not. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I know he means well though when he in games and he trying to hype everybody up to stay in it. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. There's, I know he plays sports, so I respect that
Yeah.
though.
Right.
It's hard to kind of respect it when you're not a good player or elite player. It's kind of hard to listen to somebody else like, man, you ain't even good. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know that mean well though. You
Yeah.
know,
He mean
start to
well.
get on my motherfucking nerves sometimes. I know he mean well behind it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He
Right.
mean well
Right.
behind it. He ain't like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, with that being said, though, I think he a deep. You know, he don't do enough. You know what I'm saying? He having these goddamn point guard trying to set picks and shit, and they can't do
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Quit setting them fucking picks. Been wanting to tell you this for years.
it.
Okay, Uncle.
About Nap. Y'all covered the bad. Y'all covered all the bad. But I
Right.
mean, when we're playing a game, let's just say we give up an 8-0 run or a 10-0 run. He'll try to go into coach mode, and his adjustments they don't make sense. Like, it'd be different if what you're saying would making sense and like, yeah. But when you're telling us it's to do, like, it's a tight game, and you just, like they said, setting screens and telling everybody else what to do and doing all this, and it's not even working. Like, you're not adding to the situation.
Mm.
Like,
Right.
I feel like y'all said he means well, but he got to stop with that coach mode. He got to stop with that coach mode.
Yo, no, it's funny because I can literally hear his voice. That's what
And
makes it so
I'll give him a D plus because me personally, I still take him over Rick, and I gave Rick a D plus, so I'll give him a D plus too. But
You know
that's what
what?
I'm giving.
I want to. Okay, that's an interesting. So I want to pose that question to Rod. Who would you rather have, Nap or Rick?
Man, that one's tough. The reason why I'm going to say Rick because Nat have these small players, and I don't need him playing up top. I want him playing in the corner. If he had a different player, like they have a corner that can rebound, like how Rick do,
Well,
then
no.
I would
Okay,
try to set
okay.
Nat.
No. Fuck what players they got. Just off them alone abilities and what you
Like
seen.
IQ and skill.
Who would you rather have?
Nap. Rick be on some bonehead shit, man. Oh my goodness.
See, I would rather have Rick because I've
No,
seen Rick make better decisions. Like,
on the right team, Rick is nice, but it's too much coaching you got to do. You got to calm on down too much.
yeah, true,
Rick
right.
could go off the nigga to take off to the rim. No dribble move, nothing. Take off.
He
Yeah,
goes
and
straight.
another thing,
You know what I'm
another
saying?
thing with Rick. Oh, you go ahead.
You
Now,
know, what Rick did is, you know what I'm saying, if you don't keep him grounded, Rick can take the fuck off and throw the ball up. Like, damn, Rick, what the fuck is you doing? And he,
yeah,
oh, no, you know what I'm saying, fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, with Nap, I know I'm not going to get that. It is about Nap being confident and knowing when to shoot and when not to shoot.
right.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
see,
So I picked up a Nap where, like, Nap, a decent player, he just got to understand the game more and play more. I know he don't
right,
get picked up a lot, but the reason why he don't get picked up a lot is because of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to, reason the chat the other day, he like, man, Rod, I need to try out. You been getting tried for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
okay, okay. What you was gonna say? Another thing about
I was with Rick. With Rick, you gotta have like for him to be successful, or like for him to be a positive, you have to have a 4 out, 1 in. And he's gonna because he makes a slasher. He's gonna have to be the 1 in. And if you don't have that offense, Rick just ain't gonna be valuable for you.
right. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because
yeah.
another thing
Right.
with Rick is one of his negatives is that if he's not engaged in the game, first time he touched the ball, he gonna do
Yeah,
something
true.
like take it to the hoop
Good
or
point. Great point.
that's another thing with him. He's like you gotta keep him engaged.
Yeah.
You gotta send him on cuts. You gotta basically babysit
Yeah.
him on a basketball court.
Yeah, true. Now, well, I would rather have Rick because, from my standpoint, like I've seen Nap like not do nothing. I'd rather have a motherfucker willing to try to do something, take a shot, than a motherfucker not doing, like scared to, because you scared to fuck up or you scared to, like. So that's why I would take. That's why So now there's not too many people left. But let's spice it all the way up, and let's go with money. My positives with money. I think money has a warrior heart. He willing to fight to the death. He's willing to leave it all on the court for the side that he's on. I think another positive, he's aggressive no matter what. He fears nobody that's on the other side. He gonna try to do something like I was just saying, I favor that. He does have, I will give him good defense, but I've only kind of really seen it against DZ. I think he gets amped up for that, but I've also seen him really bother DZ in pick and roll. I have seen him really like get in DZ's head. And not even DZ, like I've seen him hold good defense on Germ, so I will also a plus, like even without a defensive player, he like you can count him up to be you can count him as a defender though. And so that'll be a positive. I do think he has great pick and roll defense and he's a good defender. Negatives, I think his body doesn't do what his talent doesn't do what his mind thinks it does. I think he's very inefficient. For him to score 20, he damn near gonna have to take 30 shots. His shot selection is bad. And he does not see the pass. He doesn't see the open pass or the extra pass. Not to say that he ain't never done it, but for overall, he just doesn't see the pass. And that hurts with him being so aggressive. Because I've literally been times or been on teams or been on his team where motherfuckers know he going and every defender can leave. And he will not pass it to the open man because he has his mind made up that he's going. I think he wants to do good so much that it takes him out the flow of the game. It like all he see is score. He doesn't realize that beating you with the pass or beating you with a setup is just as valuable. And if I had to grade money, I would go C+. My heart says C+. I'm gonna go C+. And so with that being said, I turn it over to Uncle. I said I was gonna change it up. Uncle, what do you see?
So in money, there's two different monies basically. You got your regular money where there's like you don't like basically like when the matchups get personal, the worse he plays.
Right.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Like when you're playing just regular, like you playing pro-am just on the daily type shit, he's normally a good player. But when you get into the tens and there's shit talking, that's when you start seeing him trying to take over and it not work, and him take bad shots and inefficient.
Yeah, inefficient, right? That's the word, inefficient. Yeah.
Like he's a volume scorer basically.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Like if you need him to run the one, like you'll take it, but you don't want him to. But I mean,
right? Yeah.
He's still solid. I mean, he's a solid player. He's been. What I've seen, he's a good shooter.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, other than that, that's
the thing. I think he's because okay, and I'm like at one point, Money did have a takeover time. I can say he's one of the few people. Like he had a 2K where he took over 2K. Let me throw that in there. But that was that one 2K, and that was years ago. But and to your point though, Uncle, I do think he's a good shooter. But the problem is his shot selection turns him into a bad shooter.
To me, if I had to compare him to somebody, he's literally the Dion Waiters. He gets his own shot. Shot. He's a bucket.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it comes to involving other teammates, not the best. So I think he's like A good Dion Waiters.
Okay. And if you had to grade him,
And also, I like his leadership. Sometimes is also it's not up. I mean, it's not on the level with Germ, but it's not bad either. So
yeah,
I mean,
true,
I give him
true.
like a B. I give him a B plus.
B
I give him a
plus.
B plus.
Okay. So, with that being said, turn it over to Rod.
All right, man. Here we go. I gotta make sure I be direct with this.
Right,
Like
yeah.
when I say these things, because you missed one thing out, Mike.
Yeah.
You didn't say that. You
That's
know
why I
what I'm
want to
saying?
add his takeover time. Yeah.
Right. You talking about somebody that got dog in them. You know what I'm saying? That want to do everything. One of the first price slashers we had in this community. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? With the whole slash game he doing. When he got this shot he doing 0 to the rim. Everybody call it bullshit. But
Nah,
at some
yeah, he
point,
didn't got that motherfucking.
at
Yeah.
some point, man, you gotta give it to him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And, you gotta get that motherfucker that even though it's some bullshit, I still fuck his bullshit, but he make it, so you know what I'm saying, I take it, you know,
Right.
and you gotta respect money defense, you know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact he bothers DZ. I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? And DZ try to go with him, you know what I'm saying, and kind of frustrate DZ a little bit too.
Yeah.
I could tell. You know, and that's where I want DZ to calm down, but back to money, you know what I'm saying? He played but not to have a lockdown build, he played great defense. You know, so I can get that to him.
Yeah.
When the knocks on money is, he got a lot of knocks on him is, he don't pass. You can shoot up him all day. You have your person heads over. He don't see it at all. He don't see it as a pass because he only think about himself. I'm
Right.
dunking. I'm doing it. I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? He one of the players where he can have he want all bums around him so he can have the ball in his hand so he can score the points and say, well, I did this, I did that. He's inconsistent. You know, he calls himself an elite scorer or he's a great player, but he's not. He doesn't
Yeah.
score efficient enough to be that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. He has games where he shot good, put up numbers, I'll put up 23 points, but he has a lot of bad games where he took 7 shots and missed 22, made 7 and 22. He has a lot of those. And it was at one point, okay, where he wasn't even getting picked up in tens because how bad he was playing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want that to be noted too. And if I had to rate money, I would give him a B minus, just off the strip of the inconsistency, like the whole shooting bad and just trying to go at somebody, and, you know what I'm saying, and not he a good teammate, but not seeing the extra pass to get your teammates involved because you're so involved with your stuff and you scoring a bucket.
Okay. So I save these three because it's like honestly, like I don't even know how to do it, but I'll start with Monkey because he got thrown in this. Although I know he's an outside member, but he got thrown in here, so we go with Monkey.
Wait, do him. Do
Okay.
ASAP.
Oh, ASAP. Okay, yeah, we could, yeah, because ASAP was a part of this shit too for a little bit, yeah. Okay, so ASAP was a problem. He definitely was somebody that you can count, like, okay, boom. If they put a lockdown on my main guy, I can have ASAP to you know what I mean, weather that storm. His plus, another one of his plus, he knew how to operate the pick and roll, efficient enough to where it had to be respected. He what other that's kind of like where my plus stopped with him. The negatives, I think he cried too much. I think it's too easy. I don't want to say rattled, but like he lives by possession by possession. And what I mean is, like, if something bad happens, you gonna hear ASAP moan and groan. Every time something bad, oh my God, Jacob, that you know what I mean? Like, I think it's easy to get him out of his comfort zone. Like, I think it's the same thing with I forget who I was saying this about, but Smooth, his mental strength. Like, if things not going good, like if he has 2-3 bad quarters, it's not to say that he can't still score, but he gonna be down on the whole game. Like he another one that can't forget. He can't. It ain't on to the next play, and I think that affects his whole game. But if I had to grade him, I would give ASAP. I would give him B minus. Um, with that being, I want to turn it over to Uncle because you more closer to ASAP, and I know you probably seen more of him than. Well, maybe not though, but I know that's your man's and all that.
With ASAP, solid offensive player, great catch and shoot player. It's just defensive side of the ball, it's not there. That's just really the definition of ASAP. He's give you everything on offense, defense. He'll take it off. He might drop 30, might give up 25 right back. He does provide that secondary ball handler. We've seen that before.
Oh, I can read the chats. Like, go ahead, Uncle.
ASAP is like you said, he's an up and down teammate. Everything going good, he ain't gonna say nothing. If it's going bad, he gonna start chiming in and being a little negative.
Right.
But we just talking about just talent. ASAP's up there. He's up there. I think he's one of the best offensive players in the whole Sports Nation community.
Okay.
And I give him a B plus. He would be an A grade if he brought some defense, if he brought some leadership. But just off his offense alone, that puts him at B plus.
Okay, Rob.
I've seen a little bit of ASAP play. I think he's a great shooter from the wing. Like I feel like he always can play wing for me. Dead in the corner, he can shoot. He can play a little bit of point guard, but I have seen him play point guard, and he was kind of trash. Like hell no, put that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think he's more of a three. Like he's a good small forward that can shoot real good.
Right.
You know, and take corners on defense. You know, they help rebound. He a big fucking crybaby. Big crybaby. I was on his team one year playing, and he in the fucking chat moaning, oh man, shut the fuck up. Like, you ain't out here, you know what I'm saying? Crybaby
Right,
ass.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you want to be a leader and lead a team, like you may want to, ASAP, you listening, you want to be a leader and you want to, you know what I'm saying, do another team and be a leader, you got to pick guys up. All right, man, next time get it. You know what I'm saying? When you're on the sideline watching. Motherfuckers don't. If 5 motherfuckers on the court playing and you the coach, and you sit on the sideline and chat with us, we don't want to hear that shit, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers chat moaning and shit, fine.
Yeah.
Man, don't nobody want to hear that shit when we out there like, damn, we fucked up. Like, and when you play with good motherfuckers, they know they fucked up. They don't have to say it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to tell them that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta stop all that Jacob shit, crying shit on the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Man, the fuck up.
And if you had to grade him,
I'll give him B minus though. He's a solid player.
B minus. Okay. Okay. So let's keep it relative. Now let's go to Monkey, and this is why I like this. This gets tricky because now we're getting to the elite of the elite. And like I think once you, and y'all can correct me if we wrong or if I'm wrong, but once you get up there and you cut through that threshold, it's hard. It's like picking a negative with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to. But if we want to keep it in context for the sake of positives with Monkey, we all know like he's a offensive fucking guru juggernaut. He can literally carry a team by himself, and when I say carry a team, not just like he can take. This is no shade. I don't mean this. I mean this like for real. Take like he could about take 4 Ricks and be competitive, like and still be like you couldn't sleep on that team. You know what I mean? Or they could fuck around beat you if you ain't on your shit. All due to what he brings to the offensive side. And I think hold on, I don't like this fucking instrumental. But and seeing him grow, like, cause he just started off as like before his knock was he couldn't see the court. He was just straight score. he kind of shook that off as he came to play, as he played more and got more involved. Now he can beat you with his passing just as much. Well, not just as much, but efficient enough to where you got to respect him to see the pass. But his scoring is off the charts. Negatives, like I said, I don't know what I could even reach for. If anything, I guess maybe that he takes all the shots. But for me, you grant him that because that's who you want taking the shots. Now I could say like, but see, I get it. But if a motherfucker want to reach, I could say, yo, it's not fun to play with Monkey because all we doing is standing there and he's scoring all the. But if he doing it, and this is what I'm saying, like he's a volume scorer, but when you look up, he's still also 16 for 21. That's a good volume shooter. That's a whole lot different from 8 out of 23. When a motherfucker scores 16 out of 21, yeah, okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that. But I can see how somebody can say, yo, it's not fun to play because all you do is stand around. But that also has something to do with 2K. And if I had to grade Monkey, shit, he A plus. A plus. Now I want to switch it back over to Rod because I know, we it's more intimate pause, but so yeah, Rod, what
So,
is your opinion?
man, Monkey GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Greatest point guard I done seen on 2K. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a while, they can kind of do everything. He can shoot, facilitate, you know what I'm saying, when you want to. But he one of them guys you want on your team that can go get you a fucking bucket any given time. And he make everybody around him great, you know. So some people knock him and say, oh, he don't pass the ball. But it's like, shit, he don't need to. He giving you buckets. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you one of them people that want to score or showcase, well, then you shouldn't play with him then. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? But if you want a motherfucker that's going to go get you a win, by himself, he will go get you a win. And he will carry the team, and he gonna make everybody around him better because he gonna cause motherfuckers to cheat and want to help because he doing so much.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, and only knock I kind of got against him. It's not really a knock. It's who he play with. If he don't pass motherfuckers the ball, because he's scoring our points.
yeah,
You know. So if some people say it or not, I really don't. But I can see how people can. You know. But if you want a point guard like that on your team, then that's what you gotta expect. Shit, he's going to get you a bucket. You know what I'm saying? He can't be a jack sometimes where he miss shots, but that is him missing it overall though, man. Shit, great point guard, man. You gotta give him an A plus.
okay, Uncle,
Monkey, elite point guard, elite. I just say elite overall player because he's a leader, good teammate, and like you say, people stand around, but he does do a good job involving people. I'll say
yeah,
that. Like he'll send different guys on cuts. It keeps everybody engaged. Like I feel like Monkey. Like if you put Monkey with Rick, I think that would be a good combination because he tells different people to cut. And I mean, like I said, he's an elite point guard. He's probably one of the best I've ever played with, and I give him an A.
okay,
I give him an yeah. I give him an A. I'll give him an A.
okay. So why not the plus? It's just your grading scale. Like ain't nobody perfect type
Nobody's
deal.
perfect. Nobody perfect, and yeah, just really nobody perfect. Honestly, I just can't give nobody
Yeah.
an A plus.
Right. Okay. Got you. Understood. Okay. So that's Monkey. So now let's go with Rod. Rod, great teammate. Uh, I especially IQ overall, but especially defense. Um, I've literally seen Rod hold the paint down with little to no help. Um, and what I like the most is throughout years he kept adding to his game. He was never really satisfied with, okay, I'm just a defender, rebounder. He always added gradually. It was slow, but nevertheless always added or had moves to go to where he can go get a bucket. And for example, like I can have Jude at center, and he could defense rebound. He can give me the same kind of output. But if a little guy gets on Jude don't know what the fuck to do in the post. See, a little dude couldn't be on Rod because Rod had something to go to where, oh, you all right? Well, I'm finna go get a bucket, and that was a plus. It allowed a whole bunch of shit, and it was bailout at times. Like, well, we wouldn't as guards a team, we ain't had shit going. Rod to get it, and he can go in the post and go get you a bucket. And it's never really no drop off in his play. Like he gonna stay at a certain kind of quality. It ain't gonna be it might teeter. You might take from here and there depending on but you gonna get a consistent. You gonna get what you getting night in. I'm talking these the players that where it get funny because it's night in night out. It ain't not to say that the motherfucker ain't had a bad game or what motherfuckers want to try to say and shit, but consistently 90% of the time you gonna get this from this player. As far as he's like Kevin Garnett of the defense, the anchor. And again, like I say, once he get up to this threat, I don't know no negatives to really say. I'm trying to even think if a motherfucker want to reach. I don't even know a negative to pull out, to be honest. And if I had to grade, I would say A plus too. Maybe even A. But I think that's due to the position he plays. See, Monkey get an A plus because he can, like, his shit is point guard, and that responsibility is so different, and it affects so much of the game. This 2K is like a point guard driven. You affect so much. So yeah, A plus, A either or, like, you know what I'm saying. But that's what I would have to say. Rod, I don't expect you to speak on yourself, so I defer to Uncle.
Rod, elite big man. Been elite big man since I joined the community, and every year I see him. He's developing more of a 3-point game every year now, and it's just getting better and better. And he's able to become the new type of center, play inside and out.
Right.
And elite defense. He's up there with Germ with leadership qualities. He can lead a team even from the center spot.
Yeah.
And I give him an A. Like I said, I don't give out A plus because perfect.
Right.
But he's definitely up there with one of the best centers I've ever played with.
Yeah. Okay. And another thing that I want to throw out, and he's, especially from our community, he's one of the few guys, and this goes for everybody across the board, no names excluded outside of me, that I know of. Me, Rod, and Monkey, that we went to like a whole different league with not our team, with nobody, all kind of strangers, and made a name. Like, Rod he elite in this community, but he also went to the whole league, played with whole new people, nobody he knew, and still was an elite big man, if not the best big man in that league. Got noticed for that. And I think that's impressive. To go outside of your whole comfort zone, not to play with none of your friends, and still be somebody to be who the fuck is to be somebody and to make the same kind of name for yourself. So I want to throw that in there. Rod, is there anything that you want to add, just in case? I don't, you know what I mean?
No. Only thing I can say, like, a knock against me sometimes, and I get mad at my fucking self, is about when I bring the ball up court, saying I'm goddamn point guard.
Oh yeah, true, yeah.
I put my own self on this. Like,
yeah,
man, this
true.
Got me,
yeah. Man. I forgot about that. Yeah.
It work in my favor sometimes, but then sometimes it don't. You know what I'm saying? And the times it don't work in my favor, I'm costing my team though. So me, I see it. Like, damn, I turn the motherfucking ball over. I can't be a team turning the ball over. So that's when I not seeing myself. I'm trying to stop being fucking point guard.
Right. Yeah. That's valid. That's valid. Okay. Now I gotta defer to y'all. I don't want to talk about myself. but I'm the last, and we gonna wrap this up. Report card for everybody. Anybody got to refute? We can talk about it. You do your own shit. But so I don't. I'll go with Uncle first on Webb.
Okay, so Webb, what I've seen from Webb is he elite IQ, and he's able to do it at the point guard, center, the point forward position. Like he's solid on every build that I've seen him with, and he's just one of those guys that can take over a game. He can just take over a game offensively, defensively. He does it all. I would say he has a monkey type of player and a rod type player. So he can get basically you can get the impact of both with Webb, and then
Okay.
he's good at he has good leadership, dealing with all types of players, like you said, from the best to down there to the worst players in the community.
Right.
And I give him an A with him. Me personally, I give him the nod over Monkey, and him and
Okay.
Rod are 1A, 1B.
And if there was a knock though,
If there was a knock, sometimes you get frustrated. Like when you get frustrated at your teammates, sometimes when you expect more of them, and they're not giving you what you need on the court, you will get a little frustrated, and
yeah.
really
my
that's
cussing shit.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Facts. No, that's valid. Okay. So you said A. Okay. Okay, Rod.
Okay, elite leadership skills, man. Basically can coach the offense and defense up, kind of like what Jerm can do. But you doing it on both ends, you know what I'm saying, consistently, you can do it that way. I meant to say this, I only met 3 guys in this whole sports nation that can run a whole offense. You know, you, Germ, and Monkey, that can run it consistently, call plays, and do everything. You talking about a guy that can play all 5 positions, that makes deals time after time. It don't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, just great at, you know what I'm saying, whatever position you want to play. You know, one of my biggest comps. You know, I think hold on. You left Soup out too. You left Soup out.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one of my biggest competitions at center. You know what I'm saying, between him and Soup. You know what I'm saying? It was always a battle. You always outscored me, but bitch, I got the win.
You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
That's one knock I can say about you is that motherfucking yelling shit you be doing. God damn, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we laugh at it sometimes. Like, sometimes, like, you so good of a player that you get mad at yourself. You start yelling at yourself. I'm like, damn, you got yourself. You know what I'm saying? What's on
Yeah.
that? You know what I'm saying? You get so mad at yourself, though, you know. But, I know a lot of times you expect things out of people. Like, man, you got to make that shot. You get frustrated when, you know what I'm saying, when you losing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of hard to hold that grip when you losing, and motherfuckers got to make wide open shots and shit like that. You know, another knock against you is it can be good and bad, but it's good motherfuckers. They make you pay. You a cheap motherfucker on
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime
Yeah, that
you
is true.
know what I'm saying, you play against good players, they can make you pay for it. When you play against bums, you know what I'm saying, it makes you look great, you know. So,
Yeah.
and one of the knocks, though, it's hard for you to stay home because you want to help everybody, you know.
Yeah.
But overall, man, got you an A+, man, because you only person in the sports nation that can play all 5 positions to be elite.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't seen anybody go from point guard to, you know what I'm saying, lead in scoring, and then go to center and do the same thing, go to the corner and play. So I think you're the only person in the sports nation that ever done that, to play like all 5 positions and be comfortable doing it.
Okay. Okay. And just not to leave nobody out, let's go to Soup, and then we can wrap this up because I know we about to an hour now. So Soup, I would say solid player. Definitely a 3-and-D guy. I think that is his role. Doesn't do anything stupid. And has the ability to like, you know, because you had them role players, they just fit in, but then you also have them role players that can actually put their fingerprints on the game. And Super has that ability. I think when I seen him at his best, definitely was with his center. He was a problem with his center, but his overall he got a mindset of going to get it, whether that's defense or going to get a bucket or scoring. He has that mind frame, and it doesn't hinder him. It's always good. It's always a solid. It's a positive play. It's what they call a game winning plays. He makes so many of them that makes him a solid player. Knock. I think he's content with that though. I think he has like the ability to like. But I know Super is super competitive at the same time. But it's just the only time I really seen it, and maybe just due to the bill, was with his center. That's the only real knock I could really reach for. And if I had to grade him, I would give him within his role. I would give him a B, B plus.
Uh, for me, for Soup, he's Mr. Consistent.
Right.
Either on the guard or the big man. He's not gonna make those stupid plays that cost you games.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen the takeover factor. Like I've seen games where he goes off for 40 or 50,
Right.
and he just doesn't hurt your team in any way. He gives you good defense. Can on his guard. He can be a secondary ball handler if you need him to.
Right.
And for me, I don't really have any knocks against him, except like there's some games where, like you said, like some games he's content with being a role player and finds to taking the back seat, which isn't a bad thing always, but
right.
That's just my knock against him. But I give him an A minus because you draft Soup 1 or 2 or like in the first or second round, he's not gonna make you look bad for taking him that early.
Right. Facts. Good point. Okay. All right, Rod.
Oh man, Snoop, man, he a solid player. Just sometimes, when he play on the guard, it's kind of like what you gonna get. You gonna get that elite one that's gonna steal the ball, the fast break, dunk it, or you gonna get the one that's kind of content, just kind of do a job. So it always kind of depends on what Soup you get. When he had that motherfucker center, he caused me problems. That bitch had me thinking.
Yeah.
Had me up at night thinking like, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do against the motherfucker? How can I stop it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Caused me problems at center, man. It was a cheese build. That bitch waited till YouTube came out and found it. But
Right.
that motherfucker was hooping with that motherfucker, man. He caused me a lot of problems, man. He had me mad. I was ready to fight that bitch.
Yeah.
So he's a solid player, man. I don't really have no bad knocks against him because I don't really remember seeing a lot of him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But like even lately, we haven't seen a lot of Soup in the last like couple years. Besides, really that center.
Yeah. That was the last time. Yeah.
Yeah, last time we really seen him, so he haven't really been out like that. So, it's hard for me to put a knock on a guy I ain't, seen too much of.
Hey, if you had to grade him.
If I had to rate him, from what I remember, I'd give him a B. Because, he always been solid.
Yeah. Okay. There we got it. Report cards on Sports Nation community. These are our opinions. And we even had the liberty to have Uncle. Uncle ain't been around. He's part of the community, but his voice don't always get heard, and that's refreshing to get because they gonna look at like me and Rod like, oh y'all in this shit, y'all. But y'all heard Uncle too, and whatever knowledge he did have, I do understand he hasn't been around, but he's been around enough to have a criteria on guys and So yeah, that's the report card. We're gonna wrap this up. And like I said, if anybody has any rebuttals, and then we can talk about it. But this was my report card, Rod's uncles. And I just want to do this and hope this can motivate people and hopefully y'all thought it was fair. I wasn't being biased, wasn't trying to be biased on nothing. I'm pretty sure these guys weren't. Just to give some data and some information out there in the world. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in, and we out of here. All right, that's a wrap.
You have a lot of views?
Not a lot of fucking comments. Not a lot of views. But they'll go back and watch it.